Thanks so much, Lily. Tell you what, we're on the weather patio. I am with Peter Mezitt of Weston Nurseries, and you've done a number. You know, it's in the 50s right now, Peter. Not necessarily feeling Christmas-like until you came to town.
Right.
If we had planned this for 18 hours, we could have been doing this in the snow, my friends.
Right. I like this better.
You like this better? A little more cozy for being out on the weather patio. So tell me about some of the goodies that you have, because you have some workshops, but you also have some great items for sale.
Right, right. We sell a lot of these items, but people like to make them themselves, and it's not that hard. This is a typical centerpiece that will go in the middle of your table, and it's just boxwood cuttings stuck into Oasis, which is a foamy, spongy-like substance that you can buy and just stick them in. You can add all your ornaments. I'll
tell you the problem with this in my house, the girls would confiscate this and it would become Barbie's Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, could be.
It totally would.
Miniature Christmas tree.
But I love it, and it's cute, and you've obviously got all sorts of fixings that can go in there.
That's right. And then moving on, these wreaths right here. This is your basic wreath. This is actually from Oregon. A lot of the wreaths get cut and made out on the West Coast. And all this has is a few incense cedar and juniper and a bow. So it's an affordable wreath that you can buy just like that.
Okay, and going down the line, we're kind of getting
that's your good. This is your fancier, and that's your fanciest. But these have more embellishments, more pine cones and ornaments, a fancier bow. The bow really makes the wreath. And everyone gets picky about their bow color because it's got to match the house or the door.
Don't they?
That one's red and gold.
What are these? This is awesome.
This is actually a pomegranate. You can get these at your local garden center too and make your own wreath. These are native right here, the Floribunda rose, and everything's native. All this stuff came from our nursery, and we simply take a simple wreath and we glue with hot glue all these cuttings on: boxwood, Japanese cedar, fir.
And you can get totally lost there as well. I mean, I've been there during the holiday season, and there's just so much to feast your eyes on. There's just there's no way that there isn't something to match your house.
Right, and you can put blues and yellows, whatever you want. So it's all there, and it should be in your backyard.
No, but this is a different take. What is this?
So this is, if you don't want a wreath, this is a basket you may have already had, and you can hang it right on your door as well. And again, using that Oasis material, sticking things like Japanese umbrella pine, your winterberry, your American holly, your yellow Cripseye cypress.
Okay, and then we're just gluing on the bow? It's usually just glued on
pick your bow color, and the bow gets put right in on a stick usually.
Okay, all right.
So that's an option instead of a wreath.
With the cool pine cones as well. All right, so we're going from this. I don't know what is smelling so good, but I'm getting. Is it the Christmas tree?
No, the Fraser fir is almost as fragrant as the balsams, but the Fraser firs we feel are the best tree. The needle retention.
How come?
The needle retention. They hold their needles, bring them in 3 weeks before, and they tend to hold their needles a long time.
Any tips for keeping that tree looking healthy longest?
There's products. You can use aspirin, some people say. You put it in the water at the base, or a product called Prolon, which most independent garden centers
But most of all, just make sure you are watering that tree. It is alive after all, is it not?
It's still living, for a while.
All right, so let's, we've got a couple items over here as well. Talk to me about the ball hanging from the tree. What is this?
It's a kissing ball. These are good for your porch. You have a big porch, put a bunch of these up along the rails, and you know, it replaces the hanging basket that may have died out.
So cool, it's like a giant ornament.
Right, right.
Very neat.
You can get them all different types too.
Okay, and another take on some outdoor decorations is the insert, correct? I'm actually going to slide to this side.
This is real easy. Real easy. You just buy it pre-done. You don't have to make anything. Take the soil out of your pot, take the stuff that's in there out, and you're done.
It looks great.
I kind of like that.
You know, one of my favorites that I didn't even know about until I saw you last year are these decorations that go over their mailboxes. This is kind of like a half wreath, if you will. And yeah, people say, hey, we're going to have a party. Let's introduce people to our house the right way. Put it right out by the street. Again, the nice bow, matching the house and all that. It's a great idea. Okay, and you've brought a couple other gifts with you as well, right? Gifty items are great, you know, the poinsettia everybody knows about, but the Amaryllis, I think, is a great option for cut flowers. Oh my gosh, Peter, I did this with the kids this year. It grows so fast. It's already blooming at my house. 3-4 inches a day, and bring it in 2-3 weeks later, it'll be about 2 feet tall and in bloom. And I have a tough time, you know, keeping things alive. Sometimes my husband's been calling me every morning. He's like, I swear this thing is growing by the inches every day. How are you doing this? And it is, but it is growing by the inches. Now come on over here with me and talk to me a little bit about some of the workshops that you offer as well. We do workshops on how to make all these things. So we usually get 20 or 30 people. We do them almost every night this time of year. It's a great activity for kids as well. We do kid workshops as well, but it's really not that hard. We've seen people get it right away. They're an expert. Some people it takes a little longer. Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, nothing like that to put you in the holiday spirit as well. So Peter from Weston Nurseries are going to go see him in Hopkinton, and tell you what, there's going to be a little snow out there tomorrow morning to make it feel even more festive. That's good. All right, we'll be right back. Much more ahead on the Fox 25 Morning News. One horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way.